Your whiteness is the heaviest thing about you. It is so heavy that it outweighs any and all other marginalizing identities. Is to say that your whiteness in a white supremacist society like the United States is the key to care, empathy, dignity, support, justice, and freedom that people of color with the exact same marginalizing identities as you cannot access because they are people of color.
Okay, I see. So my whiteness is the key to getting more empathy, more support, more justice. But for some reason, I don't have access to be able to come online and be racist like this person. She's not going to get banned. Nothing's going to happen to her. And she talks of support. I mean, then she's going to have all these people being like, yay, yes, queen, love you being racist. Can you imagine if I got on here and said the same thing about black people? I don't think that would go down the same way.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We're going to talk about none other than woke TikTok racism. I know I'm probably just seeing this video now. It's probably, a few months old or whatever, but it's new to me. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to watch it together. But just watch this clip and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it at the end of the video.
If there's one thing that I wish white people understood, it is this. Your whiteness is the heaviest thing about you. It is so heavy that it outweighs any and all other marginalizing identities. Now, this is not to say that other identities aren't heavy. This is not to say that other identities aren't hard to carry. But it is to say that your whiteness in a white supremacist society like the United States is the key to care, empathy, dignity, support, justice, and freedom that people of color with the exact same marginalizing identities as you cannot access because they are people of color. Your white is heavier than your woman. Your white is heavier than your trans. Your white is heavier than your disabled. Your white is heavier than your poverty. Your whiteness is the heaviest thing about you. Think on that.
Yep, there you have it. There you have it. Another individual who's spewing out racism on social media for no reason whatsoever, except her pure hate for white people. I mean, that's literally the best explanation to this is she hates white people. And these people like her, these pro-blacks and, these woke people or whatever you want to call them, they're so pro-black that they say, oh, hey, don't judge me by my skin color. We should be judged by the content of our character. But on the other hand, she's judging white folks on that same level there. Not by the character, content of the character, but by their skin color. She even said it. It doesn't matter what type of white person you are. You could be broke, you could be gay, you could be a woman. She said your whiteness is the heaviest burden, essentially, that you carry. So even if you're poor, you're in the streets, your whiteness trumps your struggle. Your whiteness is more of a, I don't even know what she's trying to say. She keeps saying your whiteness is the heaviest thing that is about you. I don't understand what that means. I think I know what she's trying to say, but it doesn't make any sense because just reverse it. Just reverse it. If there's a white dude making a video right now sitting here saying, hey, black folks, man, it doesn't matter if you're poor. It doesn't matter if you're gay. It doesn't matter anything about you. The fact that you're black, we can't overlook it. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are. The fact that you got dark skin and you're not white, that's just literally, that's the worst thing about you guys, man. Imagine if somebody said that. Imagine if somebody said that. This will be all over the media. People will be losing their minds about videos like this. But this is not the only video that you're going to see of black people talking nonsense like this. It's every day a video coming out just like this, literally doing the same thing that they accuse white people of doing. It's really, really crazy to me. They don't see the cognitive dissonance. But once again, it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter who you are, what your experiences are. It doesn't matter if you're living on the street in LA right now. Just the fact that you're white, she said, hey, none of that matters. None of that matters. But hey, she also believes that black people don't receive empathy, love, or benefits just because we're black. I don't understand why she believes this. Well, it might be because of her own personal experiences. Maybe she doesn't have people around her or family members that give her love or empathy and you know, gain benefits of just being an individual. It doesn't matter if you're black or not. She doesn't have nobody. That's what it sounds like here. So people like this, once again, I said this in the other video yesterday, they're always going to create these narratives of racism today because there is none. So for them to be categorized in the same group of their ancestors, they have to experience something today. But there is nothing for them to experience. So they come up with these silly narratives, these silly arguments of the racism that they experience on a day-to-day, just so they can, you know, have the evidence of being oppressed and, you know, experiencing racism in America, when this is the easiest country that you could ever live in. I dare you to go live in Africa. I dare you to go live in Asia. I dare you to go live in the Middle East. I dare, but they sit here and complain about this country, and they can go they can go live somewhere else, but they won't. They won't. They will never leave. They will never leave. They will never leave. Because one, this is the only country that will allow you to talk shit like this with no consequences. With no consequences. I dare you to go to Asia and talk about the Chinese and how Xi Jinping and the Asian and the Chinese people are oppressors. Go do that. Go blast that on the internet, on TikTok over there, and see what happens. But the fact that you are even allowed to do this with no consequences shows you that this is not even a white supremacist country. That alone should be the evidence for you. Because if this was a white supremacist country, there's no way in hell that you can go on the internet, on the white man's internet, on the white man's cell phone, and talk about white supremacy. How do you make that make sense? If they're in control of everything, why would they allow narratives like this? Why would they allow you to live as comfortable as you do? See, if people that are truly oppressed don't know that they're oppressed. They don't know anything outside of their oppression. They believe this is the way of life. Go ask people in North Korea. Those people don't even know that they're oppressed. Because that's just the way of life. But the fact that you can see oppression lets you know that you're not oppressed. It won't happen. I'm telling you. One, they will create narratives and ideas and lifestyles that will keep you oppressed from, you know, expressing opinions like this. Or on the other hand, they'll just get rid of you. They'll just get rid of you. But the fact that has not happened, it is not happening, and it's not going to happen, should be evidence enough for these pro-black folks to understand that this is the furthest country from white supremacists. But anyway, I love exposing these people. I love exposing them. I love talking about them because they're exactly the same people that they complain about. So let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about this video in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button down below. And if this is your first time on the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button for more content. See you guys on the next video. Peace.